Who's there? Welcome to the second part of the baling tutorial. Today we'll work on round bales. This is Farming Simulator 19. Now let's look at the symbols here, the HUD again. Okay, same as the square baler, we have to unfold it, then we have to lower the pickup, and then we have to start the baler. And this, we're going to do various things today. Just going to start and do straw. And here we go, we got 4,000. Now with the 4,000 we can go on, but it's not going to make any more bales. Now here is one disadvantage to the round baler. It'll stop baling and you have to actually trigger an unload like that. And then you've got to close the door or it won't bale anymore. So we can just go along and bale. The advantage to that is, of course, and I'll show you here, with 4,000 bales or 4,000 liters, I can just open this up and then close it, and then I can shut the baler off, lift the pickup, and I guess fold it. This is the other. Now this one, it's not steep enough, but the round bales will roll, and that's one disadvantage to a round baler. That usually doesn't bother too much. What I dislike the most is if it will, when it that you have to stop and open the door and then you got to close the door. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to unfold, we're going to lower, and we're going to turn on. And I'm going to try to get a little bit of hay here. Hopefully there'll be enough here that I won't have to mow and ted more than what's here. Although it's not looking good, is it? A little bit of hay I missed, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get enough, although maybe I will, to get a bale. I did a pretty awful job, didn't I, of cutting hay. Well, I'm going to do a jump cut, and I'm going to do more mowing and haying. I'm going to do more mowing and tedding. Two things there. Shut it off. Hold it up. Lift it. All around here. Okay, I think all I'll have to do is turn it on. And a little bit here. One thing I probably should have pointed out is And this is a difference in the balers. I don't know. I don't think this is realistic. But you'll notice that the round baler takes up a lot narrower swath than the square baler did. And like I say, I don't know if that's something intentional or if it's just when they did their ones and zeros on the balers, that's just the way it came out. I really don't know. This is going, yeah, that's grass. So now I'll turn the baler off and lift the pickup. So I was in pretty good shape. Getting kind of a mess over here. I want to get this so it's ready for the other tractor with the mower. Take that off and we'll pull out here. I think that was the tedder I was taking off, but how would I know? Well, watch out. Bad driver. Okay, now need to unfold, turn on, and lower. Okay, and then I need to unfold, turn on, lower. Well, for some reason it was already lowered, I guess. Okay, and now you can see from the symbol down in the right there that it's getting grass now. And you see with this round baler where it has a fairly narrow area that it picks up, how it misses a lot on the corners. In fact, a lot of times what I do to get the corners, I will swing out wide into the previous swath. I'm going to run out of grass here if I'm not careful. Of course, I can go on the sides of some of the other fields. It's deceiving, you know, with this. This would have worked all right if I, of course, hadn't done straw on that square bale, or I think it would have worked all right. Okay, we're going to empty that. Shut the baler off. Close the door. Then we'll shut the mower off. Whoops! Hold the mower. Not doing the wrong thing there. We're going to turn off the baler, lift the pickup, and fold the baler. Okay, now we will go ahead and wrap that. And again with this, all we've got to do is unfold it. And then we try not to hit the auto stacker. And we go to this bale. And we will wrap it. And again, this is unrealistic in this game, but what this does, this will be silage immediately. You know, we could take and sell it as silage right now. Then we unload. The nice thing about this is it does turn the bale on its side. This bale is a grass bale and it's not going to do it. So we can just fold this wrapper back up. And the next to the last thing I will show you is the baler with the built-in wrapper. If I can get this backed out of the way. Okay, now same thing here, and I'm going to go over here just to get out of here to unfold the baler, lower the baler, turn the baler on, and then we go to the mower, we unfold it. Oops, it's already unfolded. Then we turn it on and lower it, and then away we go. And you can see it's baling here, and it says that it's wait a minute now, is that saying it's hay? Let's look here. I must have picked up a little bit of hay. Oh well. Well, we'll just go around here. Unfortunately, that means we'll have to get 2 bales. Because this won't wrap. Well, I guess one thing you can say about this, at least you know what not to do. Now we got grass. Hopefully it'll stay grass. So again, it's kind of embarrassing for me to do something like that because I didn't know that there was hay in here. I don't know if it picked up a little bit when we came off that field. It doesn't seem like it would. But, like I say, now you know not to do what I did. And if you want, unless you want a hay bale. Now, with this baler, it's nice because as you can see, it empties automatically and it folds automatically. You know, the wrapping is what I'm talking about. I may have said that wrong. But the wrapping starts automatically. Don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do is dump it off, and you can do that while you're driving along getting your next bale. And there we are. Here, I'm going to turn off the mower, lift the mower, fold the mower, go to the baler. Going to drop off the silage bale. Turn off the baler, lift the baler, and fold the baler. There we are. And the one thing left to show you is the auto stacker. Here we go. Let me look at this now. This all we have to do is put it in the operating position. And we can pick up bales. Fortunately, it's really forgiving as to how you line it up. Now, when it's moving the bales back, you can't pick up another one. See what I mean about that? And I tried to smooth that out. And if we look, this is the transport position. This would be if we were going down the road. Now, I'm going to go ahead and unload these bales here. And then get this out of the way. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, and I'm not going to show you how to sell the round bales because it's exactly the same as the square bales. Kind of getting a mess here, but walk back. Okay. I've got some horses here, and what I'm going to show you first is, you know, the two things you can do with bales. And I've got a bale spike on the front of there. Two things you can do with bales is, or you can use them for livestock, for feeding, and straws for bedding, and then the other thing you can do is sell them. And maybe on some maps, like a mod map or, you know, something else, you might be able to use the bales for something else, but this is what I know. Now, if you haven't discovered it yet, 19 is different than 15 and 17 in the fact that to put straw in, hopefully I can get that in there, to put straw in for bedding, you have to use a shredder. And when you buy a shredder, just be sure that you get one for whatever piece of equipment you've got. You know, if you've got a front loader like this, don't buy the one for the telehandler. And I'm not going to tell you how I know that. Okay, now it's showing the straw bale in there. I'll bring this up. And it's just, we do this, and of course those horses aren't going to take much straw. Looks like they took 16 liters. Okay, and then the other thing, and see, one thing too, a tip is, and again, this is something I didn't know, this type of shredder comes with a bale spike. Now, if you get the other shredder that you put the bales in from the top, as far as I know, that doesn't come with a spike. Okay, I think this is a hay bale. I just want to show you one more thing. Yep, that says it's hay. Careful around this paddock because boy, it is just rough. Now this is the feed trough, and of course now they're fed. And with this game, unlike say 17 for instance, you have to actually drop it off the spike. So what we've got, of course they need water, which you know, if I were going to be playing on this map for very long, I'd have to do that. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Shut the microphone off to do that. And of course they need to be fed oats, but you can see, of course, they're full of straw. We know that. And they're full on or half full on hay. Boy, I just have to think about things for too long. I'm sorry. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is a comparison of cost. Okay, this is a comparison of costs. If you do the round baling, which has to have the separate wrapper, and you have to have, you know, of course, with what I do, I buy the auto stacker. You could do it with a trailer and a lift, but this is just what I'm doing. You know, with a forklift, a bale spike on your front end loader or something on a telehandler. In conclusion, as far as bales, of course the easiest is the straw. You've already got it on the ground, so all you have to do is bale it and then pick it up. Now in real life, I wouldn't necessarily call for taking a straw off a field because it adds so much organic matter. And quite often organic matter is something that cropland is short on. In the game though, you can take those bales and sell them, and earn some extra money. If you may want to make hay, you're going to have 3 trips because you're going to have to put a mower and a tedder, and that's if you put just a mower on the front. Then you've got to bale it, and then you've got to stack it or get it off somehow. Grass is only 2 trips because you can mow and bale and then stack it. You can mow and bale in 1 trip again. Silage is 3 trips with a separate wrapper. You can mow it and bale it like we've talked about, then you wrap it, and then the last trip is when you stack it or somehow pick it up. If you do the silage with the baler that has the wrapper, you would mow and bale in 1 trip and wrap all in that same trip, and then you would stack, so it would only take you 2 trips. And of course the disadvantage of that baler, like we talked about, is that you cannot bale grass. And then got the wrong thing here. Again, if we look at the what is being paid for the different things, the silage is the best deal because you can do that in either 2 or 3 trips if you're selling it. Now generally these other things, other than the straw, you would be using for your livestock. The grass is not a real high price, and the hay also is not a real high price. And again, the hay can take you, the 3 trips across the field. So I hope that helps, and you can like, comment, and subscribe below. I hope you have a blessed day.